Born to Ride is sponsored in part by Rubenstein Law, 1-800-FL-LEGAL, representing riders since 1988. Offices throughout Florida, 1-800-FL-LEGAL. If Instagram is your thing, we're there. We're everywhere. Follow us at #Born to Ride Motorcycle Media, your #1 motorcycle resource.
You know the risks of driving drunk. There could be a crash, people could get hurt or killed. You could get arrested, incur legal expenses, and possibly lose your job. Drive sober or get pulled over and pay the consequences.
Jack and Jill love to travel on a motorcycle. Steve believes that customization is an art. Bill loves track days. Mary just gets pleasure from riding and loves to ride with friends. No matter what kind of motorcycle you own and for what reason, now you're part of the motor world. And you're probably looking for the same enthusiasts to share your passion, experience, ask for advice, or just find a person to ride with. Moto Riders Universe is a community of moto enthusiasts where the main characters are motorcycles. Check out all the other features in the Moto Riders Universe app now.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Estrada, Chip's guy. You're watching Born to Ride TV. Enjoy.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Born to Ride Live. I am Dave the Flashman Morgan, and with me as always, that handsome devil over there, the Chopper Daddy, as we've named him, Dave Nichols, our editor-in-chief.
Hi, folks.
How are you, man? How are things out west?
It's a wonderful, beautiful day, and autumn is here. It's a great day to go out and throw your leg over your motorcycle and go for a ride.
Autumn is not here, Dave. It's 90, and it teased us last week a little bit. We got down all the way. It was absolutely freezing. I almost had to break out the winter gear because it got down to 68 here. And everybody freaked out and went to go get their winter. But then 3 days later, it's raining. We got a couple of hurricanes spinning out in the Gulf, and it's 90 today
in Florida. In other words,
yeah. But hey, our riding weather is right around the corner. I can feel it, Dave. I feel it.
Excellent.
Hey, listen, got to start the show. A little sad news. Actually, some big sad news, especially if you're a classic rocker. Eddie Van Halen, we just got word, passed away at 65 years old from his battle with cancer. I know I had heard that he had been battling that for a while, and that's a big blow to our classic rock folks. So if you're riding around on the Harley, crank up some Van Halen tonight in honor of Eddie Van Halen. And strangely enough, they were interviewing his son, and his son put it on Twitter and made the announcement. And evidently, and I had read this a while back, but I was unaware, before Eddie got into rock and roll, he was going to be a fine pianist, evidently, was the story that I heard. And had he not made it as a rock and roller, he may have been jamming on the piano.
Yep.
But,
and as a weird segue, my optometrist was David Lee Roth's dad.
Get out.
It's true. He was an optometrist. He had pictures of Diamond Dave all over the walls. And I went, what's up with that, Dr. Roth?
Wow. What an amazing career both of those guys have had.
No kidding.
And I heard that Dave went on and went to New York and became a paramedic.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
We became a paramedic. Could you imagine
if he showed up?
If he showed up at your car accident, pulling you out with the jaws alive.
That is wacky.
Yeah.
That is wacky. Well, we're sorry about that. And God bless Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
He will be missed.
Family, man. He certainly be missed.
Yeah.
We have got a jam-packed show for you today, Dave. Give us a preview of all the cool stuff that we're going to be talking about throughout the show.
If you haven't been to Born Free, it's an event that takes place in Southern California every year.
Right.
It is really fun.
Yeah.
It's a weekend of fun in a beautiful big park.
Dave, let me ask you, how fun is it?
is so much fun, in fact,
Yeah.
that you'll wake up and say, what's that?
That's a lot of fun, Dave.
That's a lot. It's a pant load of fun.
That is a pants.
It's like having a live squid down your pants. That's how much fun it is.
That's a lot of fun. That may be too much fun for this old boy to handle.
Yeah. So Born Free, we're going to have Born Free on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't seen it or been there, you'll get to experience a little bit of Born Free. And the fine folks at TC Brothers are going to show us some Born Free. Great ride-in bike show. Beautiful old school choppers, live music, great vendors. Beautiful girls, all that kind of stuff. That's coming up.
That sounds like a party. And I hear if you get really close to the screen, it'll be like you're there.
Yes. And it's like my parrots here. See?
Or your phone. Get
or
like
your phone. That's right. The other thing we've got coming up is there's a wonderful, I love these old commercials that we get. And this is back AMF years of Harley Davidson where they thought that was a good thing. So we'll have an AMF commercial in there. And we've also got a little preview of a bike feature that is the Red Devil. That's in September issue.
I'll tell you what, if you hadn't picked up the September issue and checked out that I don't know if I said spread would be the right way to say it, but the pictures of the Red Devil are quite nice. It is a beautiful bike, and I before we came on, I was kind of perusing and reading the article. And it's really cool because when you flip through specifically a Born to Ride magazine, a motorcycle magazine, you flip through, you get bombarded with motorcycles. But if you really read the article and you start looking at the detail on how these guys build these bikes and how much passion they have in building these things, building their own parts. Like if a part failed, well, they would have to go and machine themselves a new one. Absolutely. You can't just run down to the parts store and get it. It's just amazing how these guys engineer these things and the paint and the different, just the little brackets and the little things that you need to complete the whole thing. And it's those little details that just make these things amazing.
Absolutely. So we're not going to make you wait any longer.
No.
Let's roll into this exciting first block.
Check it out right now. More with Born to Ride Live right after this.
We know you feel trapped. You want to get out where freedom begins. Simple. Take off on a legend, a Harley-Davidson Freedom Machine. This one's a classic, the 1200cc Electroglide. Harley-Davidson has met quality and performance for more than 70 years. That's why AMF puts its name on the line, too. And that name adds even more value to sports products like Harley-Davidson motorcycles. AMF brings out the best in you.
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Well, she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair. Well, Miss Lindy.
Here we are again, Born Free 10, 10th year. Just when you think it can't get any bigger, this beast has just gotten bigger and better.
It's amazing how much stuff rolls out every year. I mean, you can literally go through the parking lot and it's a show in itself.
You'll never see this many old bikes in one place. It's hard to find a place like this where you get the feel of you're in the back country, you know, some two-lane highways, some twisties. It's just trees and lakes and just cool riding.
We're here, Born Free 10, which is kind of amazing for myself and my partner Mike that started the show, and we wouldn't have even guessed that we'd be doing it a decade later. We threw it as a little parking lot, basically a barbecue party for our friends, and it was everything we wanted that first year, and so we planned it again. It went so well, and all of a sudden it just exploded. And that second year we had 5,000 people from all over the place, and we had like 4 porta potties. We were ill prepared, to say the least, but again, it was just one of those magical days. And we moved out here to Oak Canyon Ranch 7 years ago already, and it's just amazing how much the show has grown, and we still have so much interest from all the riders, builders, enthusiasts, even just spectators. It's really, really remarkable that everybody is coming together still and supporting this, and we couldn't be more happy.
Being a professional skateboarder, it's really cool being at the Born Free 10 show. Now they have a skate ramp here, so it's really cool to see motorcycle culture and skateboarding really connect really well, and it's a lot of good times, you know? Beer, food, bands, babes, what more can you ask for?
The caliber of bikes you see at Born Free is unlike any other show you'll ever go to. It's the Super Bowl for our generation. There's nothing else like it out there.
We always have so much fun at these shows, just getting to meet people face to face that buy and use our products, walking around and seeing them installed, and finally getting to put some faces to the names.
Every year we come back, and it just keeps getting better and better.
We can't wait to come back next year.
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
We're here again at Born Free 11 in beautiful Silverado, California, and as you can see, it's only gotten bigger and better.
This show is non-stop for us from the second we come into town until we leave, because there's so much going on all weekend. There's pre-parties, after-parties, racing, and the show itself.
It's like a grassroots event more, you know, there's not a lot of crappy t-shirt companies, and you can't refinance your house here. but you can come look at some badass motorcycles and have a good time.
It's amazing to see a collection of different unique animals, beasts, builds come together and make one great event.
Born Free's kind of turned into this big carnival for a whole week.
Got the Wall of Death. They're doing 3 bike giveaways. There's all kinds of fun stuff to do, carnival rides. There's just a lot of bikes to check out as well. I heard there's never been an arrest in 11 years, and that's a testament to a pretty good show.
You touch me so tenderly. I want you tremendously. My heart knows no remedy.
I think one of the most amazing parts of the Born Free show is the invited builders section. You basically come here every year and see the craziest bike you've ever seen in your life and think, what could they possibly do next year? And just to be proven wrong again and be wowed even more every time you come out.
These guys spend, probably close to a year from the time that they have the inception of what they're going to do. Everyone builds something kind of different, whether it's an old chopper or it's something with a new Milwaukee 8 motor. These guys really just put their own twist and their spin on it.
People pushing themselves to do what they didn't think was possible, maybe. They're the best machines built in America by far, probably in the world right now here at this show.
The location of Born Free is just a unique area in itself, especially being in Southern California.
You feel like you're in this rural area of nothing because you just get to fully experience what you're doing here.
There is no cell service, so everybody's forced to have conversations, and it's a great time.
One of the cool things I like is you get to pet the dogs that are walking around, so I'm all about that life.
When you hop on 2 wheels for the first time and you're feeling the wind in your face, you feel the motor underneath you, you're hooked for life. You come to a show like Born Free, you're addicted to it and you want to be a part of it forever.
And welcome back to Born to Ride Live. I'm the Flash Man, and Dave Nichols is all over there on the other side.
How about that Born Free? Wasn't that cool?
Dude, that is amazing. I got to tell you, I might have to add. I might Sturgis Born Free. I might have to go. I might have to slide in there. Dave. And I'll tell you something else. That's the Red Devil bike. I'm telling you, folks. Read the article, and by the way, everything at borntoride.com. You can see the latest, the magazines, flip through the digital pages, but look at the details of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Specifically when he gets into talking about how he painted the frame.
Yeah.
Making it look like
also, not to be underdone here, we have another bike feature coming up in the next segment. We're going to be talking to Kyle Ray Rice, who is only 27 years old. Kid, he grew up riding motorcycles. He started riding bikes when he was 3 years old, Flash.
That's what most of us did.
Well, yeah, but I mean, his mom was into dirt bikes. His dad was into motorcycles and cars. And this guy not only started the whole family out there doing dirt bikes and crazy stuff, he started building bikes when he was just a kid.
Well,
and now you're going to see stuff like this. Look at this.
That's bad company, buddy. Bad company.
That's bad company. You're going to see that in the next segment. Mm-hmm. But first, I want to hear about this thing you guys got coming up right away, this bike night thing.
Well, yeah, it's actually starting tomorrow night, October the 7th, Mugs and Jugs. As a matter of fact, I think I need to bring in the authority on the nightlife here in the Tampa Bay area. As a matter of fact, it's Mr. Nightlife.
Look, he was
Tampa Bay
eating something.
Nightlife
Hi.
TV.
Hi. I can see you guys.
Hey, well, here we are, right here.
Thanks for coming into my orifice.
Yes, it's a beautiful orifice, indeed.
How's everybody doing?
Excellent.
Good.
So what's the Mugs and Jugs Bite Night? What is that all about?
Mugs and Jugs is a great restaurant / bar that has live music, a nice stage. It's in the Largo area, and they're going to have their first bike night tomorrow night.
Nice.
The fun starts at 6. They have a band called Handsome Devil playing, who will definitely rock the house.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a good time. They have a big parking lot, good food, and they're looking to have a good time with all the bikers.
Boy, they've got some great wings too, buddy. You talk about some amazing wings. They got some great wings over at the Mugs and Jugs.
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna have beer specials and 89-cent jumbo wings on sale tomorrow. So it should be a good time.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat a jumbo wing.
No.
Do you have to wear the mask though, and you have to like eat and drink and like?
Not in Florida. You are free to roam without your feeding bag on.
You are now free to roam about without your mask on.
That's
your feeding bag.
Yep. So
That's pretty great.
Yeah, it should be a good time. They're looking forward to this. I know a lot of the waitresses have been looking forward to it, and the owner's been prepping up for it. So it's their first time doing it. So hopefully it'll run real nice and smooth. And I know the band's going to rock the house. So that's what most people come to see.
Yep.
And there's plenty of parking, that's for sure. It's a massive parking lot.
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but Mr. Nightlife actually won an Emmy. You can see it right behind him there.
Oh, yeah.
Is it conveniently placed back there?
Imagine that.
How did that happen?
I believe it is. Yeah.
And believe it or
stands
not,
right next to my dad. There's a photo of my dad over there too.
And believe it or not, Mr. Nightlife has a great website. If you're local here in the Tampa Bay area, the top 20 things to do every week in the Tampa Bay area, TampaBayNightlife.tv. You stay informed, and it's let me tell you something else. Very biker friendly.
Oh, it is. You know, bikers love we love the live music.
Yes,
we love the live music, and live music is what we do. We promote all the bands, concerts, events. Some comedy clubs. So it's now that we're all back in action, it's picking up.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's great.
It is.
Very good.
It is.
Yeah.
So coming up, we got the Mugs and Jugs Bike Night promo. We're going to be seeing a little something from Kai Ray Rice, the interview about his bike Bad Company.
Mm-hmm.
All that is coming at you like the kiss at the end of a hot fist right here on Born to Ride Live.
That is correct. Mr. Nightlife, thanks for joining us. We'll check it out, Tampa Bay Nightlife TV. We'll see you,
Thank you very much.
Later, my friend.
All
I'll
right.
tell you, man, we have got we're looking forward to that. I'm going to have to roll up there. That's East Bay and Keene here in the local area, right across from where. And listen, after bike night, you can buzz right across the street because I'll actually be hosting karaoke at the corner bar right next door.
I could sing Dunkashang. Oh,
Yes,
that
you
would
can.
be a big night.
Listen, get out there. You come out there, Chopper Daddy, and I'll make sure you get bumped up in the rotation, which I never do.
Woo.
But for you,
Exciting.
with that sweet shirt on, show everybody that sweet shirt. Look at
There
that.
it is. Born to Ride.
I'll tell you what, folks, don't forget, you can get all your Born to Ride swag too at where?
BornToRide.com.
How about that?
That's right.
It's as though we practice that.
I know.
You know what I think we should do, Chopper Daddy? I think we get into this next segment. I'm gonna try to get a hold of Ron. Now that we've got this technology where we can just bring people in, I think we should try to get Ron, maybe Ron and Debbie on, do a little because he likes to testify.
He does indeed. Okay,
And
we'll give it a shot.
You can feel it coming when he's going to testify. He's going to testify.
That's right.
So let's see if we can get Ron on for the next segment. We got so much more to come. Like you say, Kyle Ray Price, a great part one interview coming up. And we got more information on the bike night. It's all coming up right now on Born to Ride Live. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
and Jugs Sports Bar and Grill. Wednesday night, bike night, every Wednesday night, beginning October 7th, 6 to 10 p.m., rain or shine. Great food, they say they have the best wings in the Bay. You be the judge. Jumbo wings and beer specials all night. Live music every week from 7 to 10 p.m. Brought to you by Tampa Bay Nightlife, Born to Ride, and Rubenstein Law, Florida's law firm. That's bike night every Wednesday night at Mugs and Jug Sports Bar and Grill, Largo. Don't miss it. Be there.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 1. Get an attorney. When you or a loved one have been injured by another's negligence, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. At Rubenstein Law, we will find all of the insurance, make sure your injuries are documented, and work to get you the best result. While each case is different, a well-known insurance company's own study showed people with a lawyer on average got more money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Hey, it's Debbie with Born to Ride. Tune in every Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m. on the Boss Hog Radio, a fast hour of good talk. Good biker talk, what you really want to hear.
Bad Company, a Kyle Ray Rice, the work of motorized art in the Born to Ride magazine. He's on the phone now. We're going to find out all about this motorcycle and his background. Really cool looking dude. Look at that. Look at him in the magazine, man. He's a rock star. Kyle, how you doing today, man? Thanks for being a part of the show.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, I mean, putting the bike in the magazine, Eric Runyon, and we met you at Biketoberfest and, at Chopperama, actually. It was really good to meet you. The innovative design that you have is really outstanding. And speaking of outstanding design, the bike that's in the magazine, you got to tell us a little bit about that. How did it come about? And what's the concept of that? Because it's really unique.
Well, yeah, I was at the Webster Swap Meet, and that's where I found the motor. It's a 108 cubic inch shovel head, so it's pretty meaty shovel head. It's Delcron bottom end, S&S flywheel, truck cylinders. The heads are all done up. It was a bike I wanted to build for a long time. Basically like a dirt bike, but a Harley, Harley that rides like a dirt bike. That's kind of where it came from. There was a lot of concept drawings of it beforehand, but that was the end result of all that. It's just genreless. It just kind of stands off by itself. You know what I mean? It's got a lot of tracker blood in it, I guess you'd say. It's just a big dirt bike, basically. It's real aggressive. It's a fun bike to ride. It looks like it can do a wheelie, with no effort.
What kind of frame is that?
It's an FXR, believe it or not. It was an FXR. I cut the back half off of it, actually, because it's got a touring transmission with the oil pan on the bottom. I don't need the room for the oil bags, so I cut the back half off. I like a altered dragster, so I like the idea of altering a stock frame and shortening it. It definitely kind of, I guess, yeah, you could say it's a race bike, really. I mean, it's a race bike, not legal in any class, but it's a fun street bike, really. Yeah, that exhaust, it wraps around the entire bike. I wanted to go as wild as possible. Exhausts are really my thing, I guess. That's what I most enjoy doing about bikes. I also really like welding stainless, titanium, stuff like that. That's all stainless. The original exhaust, that's like the third version of it. The original exhaust was like 100 pie cuts. That one, the left side is part of the original exhaust, but the whole right side has been redone. So it's less as far as pie cuts go. But a lot of those pie cuts were pretty much forced just because you can't get the bend with a mandrel bender, some of the tight radiuses that I had to do to make that work. But yeah, it's a 2 and a 2, so it wraps around one side. On the left side, it goes to an X pipe, and it's actually equal length up to that. Goes up to 2 inches to that, and then makes the X pipe, and then goes back out and goes to 2.5. It's a pretty interesting sounding bike. I've never really heard a Harley sound like what it sounds like. It's different than normal shovel heads for sure. So what a pie cut is, for people who don't know, it's another way of making a bend out of straight tubing. You're just cutting pies out of the pipe. So I cut them at like 4.5 degrees. Why I cut them at 4.5 degrees is because then I just need 5 to make 45 degrees. or 10 makes 90 degrees. So I can make a perfect, whatever turn I wanted to. But yeah, it's just basically you cut the pipes on both sides at that angle, and then you just make a pie out of it. You make the bends out of that. It's kind of a cheap way of doing it, but it's super labor intensive.
Where did you get your welding background? Matter of fact, I was talking to Eric the other day, and I said, "Do you think Kyle will come on the show?" He goes, "Well, he's usually in his garage doing working on something, so maybe we could pry him away." I thought that was cool as heck, because you're not an old guy. I mean, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Yeah, see, so you got that a young, youthful, but old school blood to design, and that's what people are saying about you, man. They're saying this guy's got innovation all over him.
So, I mean, I've been around cars my entire life. My grandfather, though, he was the one who built choppers in the 60s and stuff. I've got a lot of stories of basically him. My dad telling me, a hippie would ride in on a bike, and he would cut the neck off, stretch the front ends, and rake them, and make these super sketchy choppers. Basically death traps. But I had that. My dad was always into cars. He was a bit of a hot rodder. He was real into Mopars and stuff. He was mostly a car guy, but he always had motorcycles. He always had Harleys, and we always had dirt bikes when we were kids. So I was definitely around it, and I definitely kind of fell in love at an early age. I went to welding school with the sole intent of making hot rods and motorcycles. That was the only. I didn't want a welding job. I just knew that was the quickest way in, and you can take those steps. But when you go there, think of it as in, basically when I went to welding school, I kind of said to myself, they're not going to make any money off me. I'm going to weld as many tries as I can. I'm going to use as much material as I can. Kind of got to think about it like that, and every little thing, welding's just a tool too. That's just one tool in the toolbox. That's not, but you just got to, every single thing you do, don't get mad if you fail at something. I built 3 gas tanks on that shovel head. That's the third one, and I still don't even like it. That's why I'm redoing it. It's a lot easier than it used to be. I do take advantage of technology now. You can go on YouTube and you can learn anything you want. You can learn how to upholster in a day if you really wanted to.
Welcome back to Born to Ride Live.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
How about that kid? How about
What
that
about,
kid?
man?
Ray Rice. And this is the bike that we're showing you in our wonderful August issue, and a little eye candy that goes with the bike there.
Oh, there is a bike in the picture. How about that?
Yeah. How about that?
Hey,
That's right.
believe it or not, I pulled some strings, and it's kind of like pulling in and calling in major favors. But look who I got to join the show: the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Ron Galetti's in the house right there.
There's Ron Galetti.
What a show tonight, man! You guys are killing it. I mean. But the talent that this guy Kyle Rice has, so innovative, and I don't want to bog it down because we're on there talking about it, but just an amazing group of talent that we're putting together, since Dave came on board and Dave doing the radio show. You guys are doing a great job, but what's so important is the content that we're delivering. They can't touch us. I mean, we're week after week, man, on all of our levels of media. We are killing it, and quality, and wait till they see what's happening in the next issue. I mean, unbelievable stuff.
That's
yes.
Should we tell them who's going to be in?
Tell them, man, from Arizona, right, Dave?
All the way from Arizona, we have a world-famous motorcycle photographer, Mr. John Shope, is going to be having an incredible motorcycle called his Dirty Tail, It's like a soft tail, but dirtier.
Dirty.
And it's a great story, too, because John Shope from Dirty Bird Concepts, he gave this bike to one of his employees as a Christmas bonus. It's a hell of a story.
Nice.
And we'll be putting that on Born to Ride TV in the future after the mag comes out. So, yeah, man, a lot of good stuff is coming up. We are we're peeling back the onion skins, man. And we're bringing out the history of motorcycling, some of the most cutting edge designers and fabricators and builders, some of the biggest events we're in part of. I mean, we're part of that movie Rough Boys, giving away a $60,000 gold chopper. I mean, at Sturgis next year. I mean, if you're not on board with Born to Ride, man, I don't know.
So for the folks that haven't heard about that yet, tell us a little bit about the whole movie thing and the chopper situation.
Oh yeah, the chopper is a big part of the film.
Yeah. The many hats of Ron Galletti.
Ron just had an idea.
I got an idea.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's this great biker movie about two very American things: the blues music, and the biker lifestyle, right?
Yes.
And so in this movie, there is talk of a long lost legend of a gold chopper.
Right.
And we're actually going to give this bike away to some lucky moviegoer.
Right.
They're going to win $60,000 custom chopper built by Paco, which has been around for over 50 years now, and Mondo from Denver's Choppers. So we're going to give it away at the Buffalo Chip next year at Sturgis on the main stage.
Ron, we got to work on all of us getting out to Sturgis next year, man.
You know, I feel like I'm going somewhere with Ron there.
That's a done deal. We're going to Sturgis, man.
and when I say we, I mean we.
You need to get to Sturgis.
You got a mouse in your pocket. No, yeah, we're gonna go. We're taking the new tour bus we have, the Born to Ride tour bus.
Nice.
And we're all going. We're gonna meet Dave out there.
How many bikes can we fit on that bad boy? Can I put my bike on there?
Yeah, we'll be able to put about 20 bikes. You know, all kinds of stuff. We can ride out there and trail along. You know, trail the RV along.
Listen, I can drive. I can help drive.
Yeah, see, that's good.
I don't mind.
And Ronnie, where are we going now? Why is there a skeleton in the back seat?
I'll be serving cocktails.
Hey, there's the star of the show. There's Ron's boss. I didn't know your boss was in. No wonder you're acting right.
Yeah, we're cutting out a little early from the office because our son Ron is pitching today. He's on the varsity team at Durant High School, and he's going to be the starting pitcher today.
Listen, for those of you local people here, this is one of the cool things, Dave. And again, one of the reasons I'm so proud to be a part of this. You know, we talk about our biker lives, but our families and all the things that we care about. We have watched Bruiser grow in. There's a fly going around. We've watched Bruiser grow into this man, and he's pitching. Next thing you know, he's going to be on our World Series winning Tampa Bay Rays before you know it. That boy can throw now. I ain't lying to you.
You never know, man. But what I say is baseball is so much more than a game. And if anything, it's helped mold his life in the right direction to be a great team player and a great person. And, you know, not to let anything get you down, because baseball is probably one of the hardest things to do. Oh, and it's a great team sport. And, you know, it's just part of his life. But I was his coach in T-ball days, you know, so we've watched it grow before our eyes along with a lot of people. And it's just an amazing process. The whole deal with life, you know, we just found out that Eddie Van Halen passed away, guys. Can you believe that?
We led the show with that, man.
Yeah,
it's sad.
So life is a short thing. You got to be positive and make the most out of it every day. And,
and ride.
Yeah, and family is important to everybody.
Yes, it is.
Got a special gift for your son from The Walking Dead. We have Lucille here.
Oh man!
If he uses this, he'll really be able to. Well, the balls kind of stick to Lucille. Is the only problem. I don't know.
That is the problem.
He can take care of some of them umpires that make those bad calls.
Right.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. And listen, and we can't forget Emily. I know Debbie Galletti. I saw Debbie Galletti shed a cheer when she had to turn over the car keys a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Just listen. She's driving, for God's sake. They were listen, Chopper Daddy. They were running my feet over with their little scooters at the bike events, and I know they would go, "Let's go get Flash." Right when he gets on the mic, I'm going to run his foot over with the scooter. And now look at them. They're driving cars, for God's sake.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, Emily's a jet setter, an entrepreneur, and
She'll be a financial advisor pretty soon. So get your checkbook ready.
Yeah, she's a winner, and our kids have learned the greatest things going to bike rallies, man. It's like giving the last dime out of your pocket or last dollar out of your pocket to someone else who needed it more, or the shirt right off your back. The biker community, because we didn't have babysitters. They went to all the rallies with us. I remember the baby carriage days, and the bike fest and the tents, and they were right there with us. And they've always another thing that they've seen is the respect that people gave to their parents.
Yeah.
Because of what we do in the community, to give back and help others. And because of that, I think they're growing up to have, a lot of good soul, their own soul, and be giving people and kind of entrepreneurial and, just make things happen. And
they're good street smart
That's
kids.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
they're street smart. They're getting along in life. And
Converse with adults.
they're not afraid to talk to adults and be around adults and have manners too. It's so important to respect anyone, especially your elders.
Amen.
Yeah, and now Bruiser's got a girlfriend, so he's in love.
Uh-oh. Debbie Galletti, that could be the next thing you shed tears over. I'm just saying.
Well, hey, Flash, we should roll into this next segment before we all get gray hair.
Yeah, without a doubt. Let's get right into it.
Oh, too late.
All right, you guys drive safe. Give my best to Bruiser and to M, and we will see you guys soon. You guys drive safe.
Keep up the great work. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys Thursday night on Boss Hog Radio as well. Hey, what time is Boss Hog Radio go live? 7?
7 p.m.
All right. We'll check you guys out on that. I'll tell you, Dave, it's crazy watching those kids grow up, man. It's been an amazing trip, and things are just getting started for them, and we're proud of it. But let's roll into the next segment. We're back in just moments with our closing segment right here on Born to Ride.
The name of the bike, Bad Companies. Tell me what's behind the name.
Well, everyone always thinks it's the band, but actually I saw a photo. I was looking at drag car photos, and there was a car named Bad Company. And that's actually really where it came from. The other one I have, I basically, I pretty much get through most of the bike, and then I name them, just kind of what they look like. And I just always thought that it was kind of one of those things, especially because that bike, it was the Bad Company was the first one I did, and there was a lot of mistakes made on that bike, and there was a lot of trials, tribulations, I guess you'd say. So I always kind of, and I pretty much locked myself into the garage, so I always kind of considered the bike kind of Bad Company. So when I saw that photo, I thought it stuck. And kind of the drag cars is where a lot of that comes from. The other one's named High and Mighty, and that's after the very famous Ram Chargers High and Mighty drag car. It just, after I finished it or had it before paint, it looked like it was High and Mighty. They just come once they're finished, I guess. I'm cutting apart that shovel head pretty severely, actually. That's the next project. It's going to be a drastically different motorcycle. I know what I like and I don't like. It needs a passenger seat for one. It needs a rear fender. It needs a checklist of other stuff, but I want to take it because that bike, it had a lot of just stuff that wasn't up to par now.
So
The
Bad
paint
Company is
one
going
of
to
my
get
first-
refurbished. You're going to do something else with Bad Company?
Oh, it's going to be drastically different. I'm basically, those photos that Eric took, those are the last photos of that bike, basically. So I'm taking all the 10s off. I'm building a new subframe for it. It's going to be the whole frame's going to be molded in. I'm cutting out parts of the frame, adding in stainless pieces. I built the swing arm for it. I got some Morris 7 spokes that I actually, it's hard to explain exactly what I did, but I cut them apart and I basically made my own set of wheels. They're like Kim tabs. They're actually more like those Mongoose Moto Mags. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they have some wild stuff going on. So the wheels are pretty wild. They're polished. The motor, I'm taking the motor because it's got a blown head gasket. I'm going to take it all apart. I'm going to polish the heads. I'm going to polish the cases. And then I'm going to powder coat all the chrome, gloss black. The frame's going to be a brandy wine candy. It's going to be wild. It's going to be taken to another level, I guess. It's just going to be a different bike. Still, the exhaust is basically the only thing that's going to stay. I mean,
What
I draw a
inspires
lot,
you?
but pretty much everything. You gotta really leave yourself open to a lot of stuff. I take a lot of stuff from the car world, though. To be honest, because it really, when you look at it, like the motorcycle world, like follows the car world. Like it's like 10 years behind, basically. So everything that happens in the car world really trickles down, just because there's more people into cars. But it's interesting because you see a lot of stuff, a lot of builders, coming out with stuff. A lot of the stuff I've come up with, it already exists in the car world. The same ideas are out there. It's kind of feeding off pretty much everything, though. I mean, you can see whatever and kind of get lines off that. I'm big on like silhouettes and lines and stuff like that. Trying to get like a pretty side view of a motorcycle. Just coming up with new ways, new tanks and stuff like that. But you can see that in anything, really.
So what's been the secret of your success? At a young age, I would consider you successful.
Definitely, I'm a competitive person, so I think that's important. Take a lot of that negativity, when people start talking and kind of, don't talk back. Just show them what you can do. Just action. Put your head down, keep working in the garage. That's all you really can do. Everyone gets the same amount of time during a day. You can outwork everyone if you wanted to.
True that.
no reason why not to.
So how can people get in touch with you, man? How can they see more of your stuff and contact you if they want to ask you a question or get in touch with you, learn more about you?
Kyle Ray Rice. That's where you can find me on Instagram. That's really the best way to. That's really kind of all social media I have at this point. But yeah, it's Kyle Ray Rice. Yeah, man. Just if anyone out there is interested in like building motorcycles, I mean it's not as hard as you might think. Sometimes just get out there and get started. YouTube's your friend too.
There you go.
Well, man, we can't thank you enough. Deb, you got anything?
Thanks, Kyle. It was great talking to you. Great talking to you again.
Thanks,
Thank you for having me.
All right, brother.
Take care.
We are back. Born to Ride Live. Hey, Kyle, I apologize for saying Price earlier. It's Rice, like eat.
It's Kyle Ray Rice.
Yeah, amazing guy though.
It's delicious.
Gosh. He's got the talent, man, and at such a young age, and like we talked about earlier, he started at such a young, tender age of like 3.
Yep.
Unbelievable
right.
What he's accomplished so far, man. I see some big things.
What a show! What a show this week.
I can't believe it, and we say this every week, but the hour has just flown by once again.
We even had Nasty Ron and Deb on the show.
Yeah, unbelievable. Heading out to watch Bruiser pitch tonight, man.
Yeah,
he's gonna be something special. That kid, I'm telling you right now. Mark my words. Gonna be good stuff.
Cool.
Hey, lots of cool stuff happening. We're starting our bike night tomorrow night. Mugs and Jugs right over here in beautiful Largo, Florida, East Bay and Keene. Starts around 7:00. We've got great live entertainment out there. I think Mr. Nightlife is going to be out with Tampa Bay Nightlife with the cameras and whatnot to get some cool footage. And I may just roll by there because I'm going to be doing karaoke right next door at the corner bar. So you guys get done over there, slide on over, sing one, drink one with me before you leave. Yep. And I think I might roll through and get some footage maybe for next week's show there, Chopper Daddy.
That's a great idea.
I'll have the GoPro in check.
And for all of you out there, this Thursday night, Boss Hog Radio
Yeah.
They've got a special guest from Freedom Power Sports of McDonough, Georgia. He's going to come on and tell you all about their Survivor Strong benefit for breast cancer survivors. And this is an event coming up in October 25th. October 25th, in the Atlanta Speedway, no less. They're going to have a ride-in bike show and a car show. They're going to have all kind of vendors. They're going to have celebrities are going to be there.
About that.
Famous celebrities there.
Love it.
And it's all to benefit people who have survived breast cancer. And the neat thing is they're not only giving away a lot of cool stuff, like they have a raffle for a custom slingshot, but they're actually going to give away a custom built home.
You know, you could put somebody's eye out with a slingshot, Dave. You got to be careful.
Put somebody's eye out with Lucille.
Right. I mean, do we have to sign a waiver or anything if you win a slingshot?
I don't know. I'll look into that. Yeah, not sure.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, we're glad that all of you have come to be with us yet again for another week of crazy fun and frivolity here in Moto Madness that we call Born to Ride Live. We call
Born to Ride Live. And don't forget everything, including Dave, stand up again. Let's see that shirt.
There it is.
There we go. You need your cool Born to Ride swag. I've got the smaller version of it on. We got the hats. We got all kinds of stuff at borntoride.com. Make sure you check it out. A lot of our past shows, you got links to the YouTube channels. You got the digital copy of the magazine. If perhaps you live out west and can't get your hands on the paper copy, you can flip through there digitally. So many things for the lady riders. We've got the Born to Ride babes. We have just so much content at borntoride.com that we urge you guys to check it out. If you like to read it, watch it, and write it, borntoride.com. You need to just say that in your bookmark. Bookmark it.
That's right. And wait till you see what's in the October issue.
Can you give us a hint? Can you give us a hint?
I'll just say John Shope, one of the great builders, Dirty Tail Softail, shot by John Covington, one of the best, amazing photographers in the world.
Nice.
It's all coming at you.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. To be looking for it. And we will see you guys back here, same time, same station next Tuesday night. Dave, we'll say good night. Stay safe out there on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And I'll hold it down over here on the East Coast for you.
Yes, sir. Very
good. All right,
good.
guys. We're out. We'll see you guys next week right here on Born to Ride Live. Good night. Tampa Bay Nightlife.tv is Tampa Bay's #1 go-to guide for local entertainment, concerts, bands, bars, restaurants, and events, featuring a weekly top 20 things to do show every Friday. So before you make your weekend plans, visit TampaBayNightlife.tv.
Is your business becoming invisible? Create a great advertising relationship today with Born to Ride. Call 888-795-5779.